Hey everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Kimberly Knox, and we have another short demo video for you today. I'm the creator of the bioenergetic cooking method and the cookbook, Simple Cooking for Vitality. It's all about what you put in your body. So thanks for being here today. If you're new, welcome. It's my birthday, actually. So I'm going to be making a birthday lunch meal right here with you. It's brand new. I've never done this before, but this is easy. It's so simple, just simple foods I have around here. So broccoli, what we're going to be doing is, you've heard of cauliflower rice. We're going to be making broccoli rice. All right. So now it's broken down a little bit. It's going to be easier to quickly saute. Of course, we're going to add some onion and garlic. And a lot of people get the already shelled garlic. I do, but I'm using it a lot. But we're going to show you how to easily get off the outside with something like this. We're going to do sweet potatoes because I'm craving some sweet potatoes. We've got purple and jewel sweet potatoes here. We're going to roast those. I'm going to show you how I like to roast my root veggies. I actually have some fennel still in the fridge, so I might add a little fennel. You don't need to. We're going to top it with some plant-based protein. For me, an avocado. You can also top it with either poached eggs, a couple poached eggs, or a couple hard-boiled eggs, and you have a full, satisfying, amazing nutrient meal. I'm going to also give you meal prep tips. Okay, is everyone ready to get rocking here? We've got beautiful herbs out, of course, in the jars. This is how I store them in my fridge. I'm going to add some cilantro, and then I'm going to put the rest into a detox smoothie. So let's get going. Let me just get my apron out and we'll be ready to rock. Okay, how so fun. I'm born the same day as Julia Child, right? So we're channeling that love of kitchen, being fearless around food. Food is delicious. It is your right to feel full and satiated. And let me just, I've been using this knife a lot. Just going to sharpen up the edge. We're not going to peel the sweet potatoes. Good news, right? So we're just going to cut off the ends here. They've already been scrubbed. You probably just want to rinse them. Any root veggies. The reason I buy organic is very simple. If the soil, they're grown in the soil, is latent with all of these pesticides, and these are still going to have some, but not as much. Even conventional broccoli, I do many posts on Instagram, has about 56 reasons why you need organic. And when you get these chemicals in combination, they're worse than just by themselves. Your cells know everything and your liver knows everything. So let's get the sweet potatoes cut up first. So easy. Don't make your life difficult. But when you're doing root veggies, try to make them uniform. So we're going to do some uniform slices. And then we're just going to cut those. You don't have to be perfect in holding the knife. Just don't cut your fingers, right? Pay attention. Sometimes you got to grip on to this. It's a tubular and it's rolling. So it's easier just to grip it and get away. Woo! That's why you want a sharp knife, though. You won't have the issues. Get down to the ends here. Just an end we got to cut off. Okay, so what I would do, you could do it another way, is I would just stack a couple of them and cut them into quarters like this. All right, that way it's not too tall, but you're getting the stuff done. So I'm going to finish cutting those and we'll be right back so we don't waste time. You're seeing how we're doing this. And so we're going to get all these cut up, and then I'll show you what I toss them in and how we're going to prepare the pans. All right, so I'll be right back. These are going to be all cut. Okay, so we're back. If you're doing this at home, just flip on your computer, do a little watching of some Netflix series or something, or put on some good music. That's all part of the energy. You want to make sure that you're feeling good. Get yourself a honking cutting board. Don't get the little tiny ones where the stuff all falls off, right? And you need good knives. Start looking into some good knives. Save your coupons at Bed Bath & Beyond. Get one at a time if you have to. It doesn't matter, but get some good knives and get them sharpened. Around here, we have farmers markets. You can just bring your knives to get sharpened. These are all ready now. They're all around the same size. Perfect. Do not put vegetable oil on you. Get rid of all the vegetable oil in the house. You don't need it. It's inflammatory to your cells. And do not roast with olive oil. It's just going to convert. Keep your olive oil for good stuff. It's filled with polyphenols, but keep it for dressings and very quick sauteing with garlic after you've maybe steamed your broccoli. So coconut aminos. This gives you amazing flavor. It replaces any soy sauce. Get rid of the soy sauce. So coconut aminos, which is amazing. I do like the Coconut Secret brand, and it's got a nice little top that allows you just to so this I found gives a really good flavor to the root veggies, which is amazing. Okay, so just toss this up real nice, and then do not line your pans with aluminum foil. I don't let aluminum foil touch the food at all. We are transferring aluminum into the body, and the amount of heavy metals that people are getting will start to cause problems with weight loss, with inflammatory type of diseases, and the gamut. So we want to really try to get away from that. You know, aluminum foil, whoever invented it, right? Doing well. It's used for everything. So now we're just going to roast these. The oven's already ready, 425. We're going to roast them for about 35 minutes. We're going to set the timer for 15. We're going to, in between, we're going to check them. I'm just going to give it a sprinkle of a little bit of Himalayan sea salt here. And I'll do the pepper later. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to get this into the oven and then get going on the rest. Okay, so we've been talking about spleen season, spleen late summer. It is actually earth oriented. We want to start introducing warmth into the body. We may have been eating more raw foods, a lot of cold. We want to chill the body. But now we need to add the warmth back because the spleen and the digestive process needs warmth. The spleen, very interesting organ as well, which I knew nothing about until I had mononucleosis as a kid. And my doctor was checking to make sure my spleen wasn't swollen. Never heard about it again after that. Okay, so the spleen works with the middle burner of the triple burner section. You'll see that in my book too. I talk about these. These are the wisdom of thousands and thousands of years in traditional Chinese medicine, how they see the seasons are affecting their clientele. So we are in spleen and stomach season. So that means we want to absorb our food. The middle burner works with the stomach, takes the energy from the food and moves it. So the spleen is not just part of your immune system, part of the lymphatic system. It's also involved in energy transport. Okay, so the stalks here. One of your most amazing cruciferous vegetables. All of the cruciferous veggies have plant compounds that are excellent for anti-cancer. So you hear this all the time. Eat your broccoli. Now, I'm not going to actually do all of this. I'm going to save a few to add into a green smoothie because you can sneak a few heads of broccoli in there, grind them up, and really need a high-speed blender, by the way. You know, I've talked about that. And so we are going to do most of these. And we're going to use the food processor here. We're just going to pulse it and turn it into rice. Super easy. You need a food processor. I love this one. I make so many things in it. And so what am I keeping? I'm keeping this one out, and I'm going to show you how to eat the stalks here. I'm just going to keep 2 out to add. Now, if you do more broccoli and you want to prep for a family, prep a bunch of it and put it into a Ziploc bag, either in the freezer so you can steam it later, or in the refrigerator. The cruciferous veggies last a long time. All right, so we've cut, here, I'll just show you the stalk. The stalk has a lot of nutrients. These are loaded with vitamin C, but also all those excellent plant compounds. I think it's the glucosinolates here. So this is very tender, the inside. So you can snack on this while you're making your meal here. Super fun, right? All right, let's get this cut. Now, food processor is how I make my bodacious black bean burger in the cookbook so easily. You just put all the veggies in there, grind them up, you put them into a bowl, and then you mash up the black beans along with the black rice, makes a paste, you mix it all together, and then you just make the burgers and you can prep some too. So let's just get all of these in here. Do we have too many? We'll save out another one. So this is just like cauliflower. All you do is poke. Okay. How quick this is. We don't want to overdo it. We're pretty much done. This is why I have these little babies. Just to make sure everything, you've got one big piece in there. I want to get this all done. Looking great. Now, if you don't want to chop up an onion, you could also pulse it in there. I'm going to chop it. I want a little texture. That's the difference of chopping and grating up. Now, in a veggie burger, you don't want your kids knowing all the stuff you jumped in there, right? You just want it to taste good with all the spices and everything. So I'm just going to use the same dish that I had the root veggies in. Put the broccoli rice. We're just going to set this aside because we're going to be grilling that up. I am going to clean up the board. I'm going to eat some of these stalks. So you just peel off the outside. I just trimmed down. So we have a little snack here. Make sure you have your board scraper. These things really work well. When your board is nice and neat, takes away the stress. But let's go ahead and do a couple pieces of garlic. While I was on stage at the Energy for Life conference, I had a lady come up and she helped me make one of the recipes in the circulatory system. I think it was a sweet pea mint kale spread. Oh my God, yes. If you've not had sweet peas with mint, I know, right? Sounds different, but it's amazing. And now I don't know where it is. Anyway, it's delicious, by the way. And you can use it underneath avocados on an avocado toast. She was nervous about doing the garlic. So sometimes you get lucky and it just peels off. But I had her use this because not everyone also wants to get their chef knife out and smash it down on there. One false move. So don't worry about it. Like, you don't need to be a trained chef when you're cooking at home. You just need to be relaxed, have a good time, smell your food. Okay, you see how easy that is? That's all done now. You just put it in here and you roll it. So just find one of these. I actually got this one at the farmer's market from the grumpy grater guy. So now I have two big, gorgeous pieces of garlic, and I can put this back where I had it. So next up, onion. So you want to have some always ready to go. This is an organic yellow onion. And so I'm going to keep half of it. I'm going to keep half of it in a plastic baggie in the refrigerator. So I have it ready to go to put into other things. You're always cooking. And we're just going to, you can slice or chop, your call. You're not gonna mess the recipe up. So if you prefer a little bit bigger slices, just get the outer part of the onion off here. You can also use a sweet onion. They didn't have any organic sweet onion, so I got I just got this one. So I like to sometimes just make little cuts in the onion first and then slice down. with my slim Santugo knife, and then I'll take the chef knife and I'll run it through all of that. Okay. And I'm going to do that one too, but just take out your other knife. Just make a nice little pile while you're watching your Netflix. Just don't cut anything. So you just basically hold one section and just rock the rest. Once you do it a few times, you'll get it, the hang of it. It's just kind of fun. And then you just keep putting it back in a pile and cutting through it. So I'm going to cut up the other one. We already got the garlic. I'll put that together, put that into a bowl. We're going to saute that up real quick with the other. And this recipe is actually really quick and easy. Okay, so the timer went off. We're just going to give the sweet potatoes a little toss here. They're already getting softened. Sweet potatoes don't take that long. Make sure they're not sticking. Perfect. Now let's set the timer for another 15 minutes. Alrighty. We're going to use this right here. All right. So yes, my coated pans. Get yourself the all-clad coated ones if you can. Listen, you don't need to be a pro to use a very high-end pan, but the all-clad will outlast you. You can give them to your kids. You'll feel awesome using them, and you don't have to worry about what ceramic or what's, it's going to be peeling off. So get yourself some good pans. The two coated ones I like, I think this is a 10-inch. Yeah, the 8 and the 10-inch. We use them all the time. And then get the other ones. If you can get the copper core, get them when they're on sale. We're using avocado oil here. And we're going to be first cooking up the onions. So I have some onions, I have some garlic, and I am going to use a little bit of the fennel because I had some. You don't have to. You can use shallots if you don't have regular onions, but most people have regular onions. I prefer to use the sweet or the white instead of the red. Use the red, not cooked, in salads. And here are the, now this is not going to take long at all because you just warm these up. So literally this is really quick. But the onions, you want to get them a little bit translucent. I put in, you don't need this much. I put in more because I want more onions. So we're going to let these get translucent. And avocado. So as soon as you get an avocado, I like to buy them hard. They're on the upper end if you're thinking expensive, but they're worth every penny because they're a massive superfood. But as soon as they start to get soft, you put them in the freezer. I have a refrigerator. I have a tray that keeps them from banging into to something else, so they stay good. Actually, it's not the knife I wanted to cut those with. And yeah, so this one's going to be nice. You can use the smaller Santugo knife, and this little pit will come out. You can jam the knife into it and pull it out. Okay, I'll just eat that after. So we're gonna do slices for the top, and these are good when you can just peel it right off. Now you're getting all of the nutrients right next to the skin. Natural glutathione, all of the essential amino acids that you need. That's why avocados are a perfect protein. They're excellent fat that is not too heavy on the liver, gallbladder. So for your plant-based meals, it's a great addition. And you don't meal prep this first because this recipe can be meal prep. You put the extra into a glass container and use it that way. These are all ready to go. I'm going to have the whole one. Well, these are already smelling really great. Once they're translucent, I'm going to put a little bit of sea salt. I'm going to add to this because I like sweet potatoes with cilantro, but I'm not cooking the cilantro. So these are things I'm going to add after the fact. So the oven is doing the job there. You're just sauteing up the onions. The house is going to start to smell really amazing. Because anytime you're sauteing up onions and garlic, that always smells amazing. Okay, so we'll be back once this gets a little more translucent. Smelling amazing. We're adding in the fennel. Just let that get softened up. This doesn't have to be overcooked because the only thing that's going to be really, now the garlic is going in. I'm just going to get these fragrant, just a couple more minutes here. And we're going to add in the broccoli. Now the broccoli is so ground up into the rice. It's only going to take a few minutes. So I'm just going to add it to the top here. Let me just let that sit for a little bit, and then we'll toss it around. Okay, let me just tidy up everything, and we'll be right back. Perfecto. This only takes 5 minutes, by the way. This is how quick it is. So we're just putting on a little bit of the sea salt there, a little bit of crushed red pepper. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I just want a little bit of heat. So you'll know, maybe like a citrus blend will go with this, but I'm going to do, I like a little bit of heat mixed in. And this will be perfect. All right, what else am I adding here? Fresh herbs. That is where you're gonna get your major nutrients. The cells know what to do. They just need the right tools. Vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, phytonutrients, all those plant compounds. You're getting them from raw, uncooked, getting enzymes. Okay, so cilantro is a natural chelator too of mercury. That's why you'll see it in, say, like the medical mediums detox smoothie. Fresh parsley tastes amazing. So all of these, I'm just going to chop up these together slightly. I want them rough chopped, just get the stems out of here. And then I have some green onions still. I'm just storing these in water in the refrigerator. That means they're accessible. They're not getting mushy in a bag. You didn't go, oh, I wrecked it. This recipe, you can also put microgreens on top. I'm going to showcase an amazing microgreen that my friend Jules grows at her house. And it is daikon radish, a little bit of a spiciness. So we're just going to top those greens, these herbs, into the sweet potatoes. Those are all ready to go. Let's get a little bit of the green onion. Let's grab out a few here. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Fresh, lots of flavor, but more importantly, like I said, the nutrients. This is what we need. This is what your body needs to be highly energized, to work well. I don't want the bottom, so we're saving those out. This is done. We don't want to overcook it, so we're going to turn this off. And just let the heat of the pan do the rest. That smells really good. We'll be back as soon, 5 minutes. These sweet potatoes will be done and our dish will be done, and I'm hungry because I've been cooking, and that's part of it. Okay, the sweet potatoes are done. Let's grab them. So you have your parchment paper here. Let's add some cracked black pepper. I actually like this one. See, you can adjust the grade. I filled it with the tricolor peppercorns. I think I already put some sea salt, tiny bit more. All right, so what's genius about this, just pick this up. I'm just gonna dump it in the bowl. So one side, we're gonna make sweet potato. Probably could have used a little bit bigger bowl. Just for visual effect, because I'm probably not gonna eat the whole thing. All right, we've got this already. Let's get this on the other side. Now, like I said, if you have those eggs, I'm not doing eggs right now, so I'm not putting this in, but you can put a hard-boiled egg on top, or you can poach the eggs. Just poach an egg in water. Takes no time. And it looks pretty cool on your dish. My grandmother used to make them for us all the time. All right, so now just gonna sprinkle on the herbs here. If you want to just, kind of design it, just put them down the center. And then turn this off. This is looking so good. And then just lay your avocados right over the herbs. This is just for presentation. Of course, you're going to cut it. So this is a great 2-person dish here, or 2 meals for you. All right. I'm going to eat this piece. All right. How flippin' yummy is that? If you really like red pepper flakes, put a little bit more over it now. But this is a quick, warm, satisfying, high nutrients. You're going to feel incredible. You can have a little dessert at some point after. Well, I always have cookies in the freezer. You guys know that. So if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you're joining me today, subscribe. You'll get some notices when they come out. Well, thanks for stopping by KK's Fit Kitchen. And if you want to know more about my cookbook and the recipes, information is below. I sign all hard copies, and you can also get the ebook online at Amazon. Thanks, guys, for stopping by.